So why a personal brand is all that's going to matter in 12 months, okay? Every single skill is going to be commoditized. If you are somebody that is just kind of unknown, maybe you're a name on a org chart somewhere, and you aren't integral to interacting with other people, and you're just doing tasks behind a screen, you are most at risk. I have some advice for you at the end of this video, but let me paint my core thesis here, which is what all my content is now based on and why you should follow here and get my Substack over at betterhumans.substack.com, okay? So AI is going to be able to do all the things that we traditionally do for the most part, and at some point it's going to basically do everything that we can do on a computer it can do. So what you can see here is that AI has already commoditized most of these skills. Video editing, design, research, basic stuff. Now, when I say commoditized, it doesn't mean that these people have just like been displaced. My designer is using AI to mock up things fast, to do designs, to do edits, to do the first round, to save time so we can do more and better. We can do more designs and better designs. So she, as a designer, has become better with the use of AI. And that is literally the same for every single thing here. Newsletter, coding, research, spreadsheet, KPIs, everything that we do and track in our businesses, like every single person on our team now has Claude, and I am continually forcing them to just don't do this manually, use Claude, right? And it's, at first, like, it might even take more time to do with Claude because you gotta get a certain way and whatever, but you're gonna learn and get better, and then over time that's gonna plummet. And the difference between using Claude yourself on things that you have to do versus you doing it yourself, like the difference is gonna be like this. And that's where everything is going, okay? So my point on just like being commoditized or being replaced as a role, just use the tools and become irreplaceable. That's my advice there. Now, the main idea here, though, is that you need to build a personal brand. Now, like, I mean, even in an organization, if you're an employee, if you can build your own brand in the company as somebody that is maybe good at managing people, interfacing with people, working on a team, maybe good with clients, maybe you're good at building workflows and you build your own personal brand that, because I have an employee just like this, like he literally was a student and then he just decided to learn AI and now he produces insane things, right? That is his personal brand. He's like the AI guy now in our company. The point is everybody needs to become the AI person, and that's where we're moving, and then maybe he'll be like the AI lovable guy or the AI software. It's all about building a personal brand, and whether you're an employee or you're somebody going out entrepreneur and you want to be like a celebrity influencer or whatever, personal brand is going to become everything in the age of AI, because all of this stuff that you used to use to have a moat, like a company hires you because you can make videos or you can edit or you can write, those things are going to continually be, anybody can do it. The business owner can do it if he wanted to. He could hire agents to do it. So the differentiator is going to become your personal brand. So if you're an employee, I recommend becoming AI native and building a brand around AIs and workflows and maybe other things in your company that you're good at. And if you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, or somebody that just wants to be a content creator, then obviously build your personal facing brand with an audience so that you have a moat in the AI age. For example, if you're going to launch an agency and you need businesses to hire you to do some work for them, how are they going to find you and trust you? You're going to get absolutely crushed by all the content creators that have agencies because they have a personal brand. If you're living in a local city, like I'm here in South Carolina, and I go out and I meet a bunch of people, a bunch of professionals and doctors and lawyers and this and that, and I do the whole networking thing, and I have an agency to do AI stuff, do you think those people are going to come to me, or they're going to go on Twitter and try to find somebody like tweeting? Maybe they do a combination of both, but I'm going to have the higher trust level. So this is not just about building a personal brand here the way most people think, like I got to do content, and I got to yap online. Like that's not what I'm talking about. Okay, that's one avenue, but it should include in-person. It can include going to seminars and events and traveling around. A lot of people do that. A lot of the younger generation isn't really as much into that, but I would recommend you get into it because that is then your advantage. If you start going to these events and you're the new young kid, you build these relationships, well, there you go. That's your personal brand and moat right there. And then you pair it with content. Okay, that's the thing. You pair it with content. And then your content is supporting your personal brand, and your personal, or network I should say, your personal network is the key driver, the core thing, and then you don't have to become like internet famous to, like you'll build an audience online, sure, but your content will then support your local network and brand. Okay, let me give you a few examples here. And I'm also talking about it's not just marketing, brand is going to become infrastructure. If you are a business, you have to have a brand. Right? That's where people are going to come to you. Otherwise, they're going to go to Amazon or go to Alibaba or Temu or like just buy some slap crap. Like this is just like brand 101. A lot of brands understand this, which is why many have spent billions of dollars on their brands. I think a lot of this is going to move to human-based brands, but there's still going to be room for like product-based brands, and they're going to have to invest in their brand just like any other person invests in their brand, or any other big brand like Apple and Nike invests in their brand. Okay? People need to know who you are and what you're about, and they need to like what that is, and then you stay top of mind and they buy from you. Like, that's all it is. And so brand is not going to just become like a nice to have. It's going to be absolutely foundational to surviving in the next AI world economy. Now look at some of these examples here. You have these internet creators that build personal brands. In their own right, all millionaires for sure. You know? Absolute millionaires, and they all have the different styles, but what they built in their name is the single most valuable thing that they have. It's the single most valuable asset. Alex Hormozi, the ball vibration cot, right? And here's an example of a guy who does tons of content and a guy who does almost no content. He does like a podcast like every 2 years or something, you know? And he has like one tweet storm that he did that has stood the test of time that people literally talk about and go to. Cody Chances, she's a bit more prolific. She built a brand around small businesses and this and that. Sahil is I guess he's a Twitter guy. He did like a lot of threads and all that. Justin Welsh, he is famous for just being a solopreneur. I think he makes like $1 million a year or something, and he sells courses and products and this and that, and he's very much about like lifestyle design and don't have a lot of employees and just enjoy, you know, whatever, which I totally respect that. And you know, and I think at some point maybe that's what I want to do when I quote unquote retire. I'm much more in building mode right now. Greg Eisenberg is a much more prolific guy, with he's pumping out content and using AI and all this, you know. And you know, in each one of these, like, their business is their brand is their business. And like, if you could build a brand like this, or if you could build a brand that's even 1/100th of this size, it's still gonna be one of the most important assets you have, the most valuable asset you have, right? Okay, so you know, it's like, I don't need to kind of go in and explain this. You can pause it here if you want to read some of this, okay? But AI is going to commoditize everything. People are going to be able to just tell it what it wants it to create, and it'll give it apps and tools and this and that. But people are still going to look for other humans. They want other humans to give them product recommendations, because look, there's still going to be a bunch of whole real world products that people are going to want to buy. You know what I'm saying? Even if maybe a lot of products online and a lot of digital stuff gets hollowed out, I think there's going to be unlimited amount of other things. Like, maybe there's more of an art market. Maybe people want to buy unique things that AI can't give them, and so they go find creators and tinkerers, and you know, like we have kind of a resurgence, a renaissance of small creators and artists and things like that. Like, who knows where it's going to go? But a lot of the base services that the internet brought to people is going to be completely whittled down and commoditized to nothing. Okay, but in its path, I think there's going to be a mass. It's like the analogy is when there's a fire and in a forest, that creates a ton of new growth. Okay, it makes room for growth. I think that's what's going to happen with a lot of the internet infrastructure. And what people are going to turn to, though, when, you know, people are building like apps here, apps there, you know, you're going to have like every niche, every esoteric little thing like people can build for. People are going to buy those things because they're adjacent to or recommended by or even made by the people that they follow. We're going to, like, this is going to be social media 2.0. Like, social media before was like almost a gimmick. Like, some people just did it because they liked it. Maybe they're narcissists, whatever. It's just like they did that. I don't think that's going to be the case anymore. I think people are going to think about your social brand and, you know, what your online presence is as one of the single most important things of who you are in the marketplace, right? So, without going on and on and being here forever, let me give you a few notes about what you could do, okay? So, it's very simple. Like, I would just recommend start a video a day. That's an easy one. Have an email list, the link in bio, maybe Substack, a newsletter, TikTok, Instagram, you know, make one video a day and just post it to all places. That's it. You know, you can have one viral video that'll change your life, okay? Be opinionated, have strong, you know, be unique, be strong-willed, have polarizing ideas, do all the stuff that rewards the algorithm and make people follow you, okay? Use AI to accelerate your output, to give you drafts, repurpose scheduling, you know, like better hooks, just rewrite things, do more volume, etc. Okay? And then, more than anything, like, just do something. Stop sitting around. Stop watching. This is probably the best way to summarize this. You are your best mode. And this has always been the case. This has always been the case. Most people just never did anything about it. They don't embrace it. They don't think about it. And they try to just hide. Because in this economy, you've been able to hide. But I don't think it's going to be the case anymore. If you hide, AI will replace you. I would say that's the simplest way to put it. But if you put yourself out there in some way, you build a brand, and you use AI, it will hyper accelerate you. You want to be the latter, trust me. Okay? All right. So, no matter what, the market will always pay for people it trusts. Always. In some way. right? The window's closing fast though, because every single person on earth at some point is going to have access to these tools and be able to compete with you. And if they're willing to go out there and do it, there's going to be less time in the day for you. Okay? So get on it. Follow and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.